G'day guys, what's going on and welcome back to the Bit of Footy YouTube channel. In today's video we're doing the AFL Minor Premiership ladder, and the reason that I'm doing this video is because I have nothing else to do. So you know what, listen up class, because we're gonna be doing this video. Anyway, so basically what the AFL Minor Premiership ladder is going to be is that I have gotten all the Minor Premiership winning teams from the year 2004 to the year 2021, and we're gonna put them on a ladder against each other. Now, how I've divided the ladder is how many wins each minor premiership winning team got from the year 2004 to this year, and the percentage that they ended up on from the year 2004 to this year. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Trade period videos, I know a lot of people have been uploading trade period videos and I haven't. I will be uploading a trade period video, but it will be at the end of the trade period, and it will just sort of be reflecting on the trade period and like the winners and the losers and all that. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get into this video and see what the AFL Minor Premiership ladder will look like. Alright, in 18th spot we have the 2020 Port Adelaide Power. This Port Adelaide Power side won 14 games and had a percentage of 136.4. They won the minor premiership in the year that we had COVID restrictions, so we only had 17 rounds in that year. This Port Adelaide side was also able to make the preliminary finals against the Tigers, but were sadly knocked out against the Tigers in that game. In 17th spot we have the 2017 Adelaide Crows, who won 15 games and had a percentage of 136.0. 15 games in a season that had 23 matches, so that's a bit interesting, that one. This Crow side was able to make the grand final against Richmond, but we all know what happened on that day. In 16th spot we have the 2019 Geelong Cats, who won 16 matches and had a percentage of 135.7. This Geelong side was able to make the preliminary finals against, you couldn't believe it, against Richmond, and they also got knocked out by Richmond in that game. In 15th spot we have the 2015 Fremantle Dockers, who won 17 matches and had a percentage of 118.7, which I believe is the lowest percentage on this ladder. This Fremantle Dockers side was able to make the preliminary finals against Hawthorne, but were knocked out in that game against the Hawks. In 14th spot we have the 2006 West Coast Eagles, who won 17 matches and had a percentage of 120.4. This West Coast side was able to make the grand final against Sydney and were able to win that grand final, being the first team on this list that I've read out who have won the minor premiership and the premiership in the same year. In 13th spot we have the 2021 Melbourne Demons, who won 17 matches with a percentage of 130.8. They were another team to win the minor premiership and the premiership in the same year, going to the grand final and defeating the Western Bulldogs. In 12th spot we have the 2004 Port Adelaide Power, who won 17 matches and had a percentage of 132.4. This Port Adelaide side went on to the grand final and were able to win that grand final against the Brisbane Lions, being another side to win the premiership and the minor premiership in the same season. In 11th spot we have the 2005 Adelaide Crows, who won 17 matches and had a percentage of 136.5. This Adelaide Crow side was able to make the preliminary finals, where they faced the West Coast Eagles but got knocked out by the West Coast Eagles in that game. In 10th spot we have the 2010 Collingwood Magpies, who won 17 matches and had a percentage of 141.7. This Collingwood side was able to make the grand final against St Kilda. They had a draw against the Saints, but in the replay they were able to beat the Saints in the grand final. In 9th spot we had the 2014 Sydney Swans, who won 17 matches and had a percentage of 142.9. This Sydney Swans side was able to make the grand final against Hawthorne, but unfortunately for them weren't able to win that grand final. In 8th spot, we had the 2016 Sydney Swans, who won 17 matches and had a percentage of 151.2. Went on to make the grand final, but like the 2014 Swans, also lost the grand final, this time against the Western Bulldogs. In 7th spot, we had the 2012 Hawthorne Hawks, who won 17 matches and had a percentage of 154.6. This Hawthorne side was able to make the grand final against Sydney, but unfortunately for them, were not able to win that grand final against Sydney. In 6th spot, we had the 2018 Richmond Tigers, who won 18 games and had a percentage of 136.1. This Richmond side was able to make the preliminary finals, where they faced the Collingwood Magpies and were knocked out in that game. In 5th spot, we had the 2007 Geelong Cats, who won 18 matches and had a percentage of 152.8. This 2007 Geelong side were able to make the grand final against Port Adelaide. We all know what happened. They brought home the cup by 119 points on the day, being another side to win the Premiership and the Minor Premiership in the same season. In 4th spot, we had the 2013 Hawthorne Hawks, who won 19 matches and had a percentage of 135.7. This Hawthorne side was able to make the grand final against Fremantle, and we all know what happened. They beat the Dockers on that day. In 3rd spot, we had the 2009 St Kilda Footy Club, who won 20 matches and had a percentage of 155.7. This St Kilda side was able to make the grand final, but unfortunately for them, they were just not able to bring home the cup. In 2nd spot, we have the 2011 Collingwood side, who won 20 matches and had a percentage of 167.7. This Collingwood side made the grand final against Geelong, but like the Saints before them, also got defeated by the Cats in the big dance. In 1st spot, we have the 2008 Geelong side, who won 21 matches and had a percentage of 161.8. This Geelong side was able to make the grand final against Hawthorn, but unfortunately for them, they weren't able to bring home the Premiership Cup. And that is it. That is the full AFL Minor Premiership ladder from 2004 to 2021. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in another video later this week. Cheers.